One of the major segments of the population we should have a basic understanding of is Islam. Since the world has 1.8 billion Muslims, you should not turn a blind eye. Let us guide you from a Christian lens on some basics of the Quran and how to look at the book from an academic perspective of understanding. We did a ton of research on this topic and will provide you a never-seen-before look into this topic. We'll also cover 5 verses in the Quran that will benefit your spiritual understanding as a Christian. But first, let us start at square one. What is the Quran anyway? The Quran is the holy book of Islam, which Muslims believe to be the word of God, Allah, as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad over a period of approximately 23 years, beginning in 610 CE, when Muhammad was 40, and concluding in 632 CE, the year of his death. The revelations were delivered through the angel Gabriel, Jibril in Arabic, and were initially transmitted orally. The Quran was later compiled into a written text by the Prophet Muhammad's companions shortly after his death. The Quran is written in classical Arabic and consists of 114 chapters of varying lengths, known as surahs, which are further divided into verses or ayahs. The chapters are not arranged chronologically, but rather approximately in order of length from longest to shortest. The Quran covers various aspects of life, including guidance on spirituality, morality, law, worship, and personal conduct, as well as providing stories of previous prophets and peoples as lessons. Muslims regard the Quran as the final and most complete revelation of God, superseding previous scriptures such as the Torah and the Bible, which they believe were altered over time. The Quran is considered the ultimate source of Islamic law, theology, and ethics, and it plays a central role in Muslim worship and daily life. Muslims are encouraged to read and contemplate the Quran regularly, and its recitation is a key component of Islamic rituals and prayers. The Quran's message emphasizes monotheism, the belief in one God, and calls for submission, Islam, to the will of God, righteousness, justice, and compassion towards others. It seeks to guide humanity to live a life in accordance with God's commands, promising reward in the afterlife for those who do good and warning of punishment for those who do evil. Now that we have the basics of the Quran, how should we look at this book as a Christian? There are several respectful and constructive ways Christians might approach the Quran. 1. As a sacred text. Recognizing the Quran as the holy scripture of Islam, Christians can approach it with the respect due to a text that billions of people around the world hold as the ultimate source of spiritual guidance and divine revelation. This respect is foundational to any meaningful interfaith dialogue. 2. For interfaith understanding. Christians interested in deepening their understanding of Islam and fostering interfaith harmony can study the Quran to gain insights into the beliefs, practices, and values of Muslims. This can help dispel misconceptions, build bridges, and find common ground on moral and ethical issues. 3. As a historical document. The Quran can also be viewed as a significant historical document that has profoundly influenced the development of civilizations, cultures, legal systems, and philosophical thought in the Muslim world and beyond. Understanding its content and impact can provide Christians with a deeper appreciation of world history and the diverse expressions of faith. 4. Through theological reflection. Some Christians might explore the Quran to compare and contrast its teachings with those of Christianity. This can be an exercise in theological reflection, helping individuals to articulate their own beliefs more clearly and understand the differences and similarities between the two faiths. 5. With academic interest. Scholars and students of religious studies, linguistics, anthropology, and related fields may study the Quran as part of their academic pursuits. This approach focuses on the Quran's language, structure, and place within the broader context of religious texts in human society. It's important for Christians who choose to explore the Quran to do so with an open mind and a heart guided by a desire for understanding and respect, but not worship. Engaging with the Quran or any religious text outside one's own tradition should be approached as an opportunity for learning and growth, but with caution. Now that we have the right frame of mind to approach these Islamic readings as a Christian, let's dive into these 5 verses that every Christian should know. One verse from the Quran that stands out for its message of inclusivity and respect towards Christians is found in Surah Al-Ma'idah, the table spread, verse 582. It highlights the closeness and affection that can exist between Muslims and Christians, emphasizing shared values and mutual respect. This particular verse points out that among all people, Christians are often the closest in affection to Muslims, attributed to the presence of priests and monks within their community who are not arrogant. This verse is significant for several reasons. Firstly, it promotes mutual respect by acknowledging the common ground between Islam and Christianity, serving as a foundation for interfaith dialogue. It encourages followers of both faiths to focus on similarities, such as the belief in one God and the pursuit of righteousness, fostering interfaith harmony. Additionally, by highlighting the Quran's respect for Christians, it counters misconceptions and stereotypes that can lead to division, promoting a nuanced understanding of Islamic teachings on interfaith relations. This verse reflects the broader Islamic teachings that recognize and celebrate religious diversity as part of God's wisdom, urging Muslims to engage positively with people of other faiths. Understanding such verses is crucial for building bridges between different religious communities, contributing to a more peaceful and cooperative world. Enjoying this video? If so, smash that like button now. Another verse from the Quran that holds profound significance for interfaith understanding is from Surah Al-Imran, the family of Imran, verse 364. This verse calls for a common ground between Muslims and people of other faiths, particularly Christians and Jews, emphasizing the shared belief in one God. The verse invites people to come to a word that is equitable between us and you, that we will not worship except Allah and not associate anything with Him, and not take one another as lords instead of Allah. But if they turn away, then say, bear witness that we are Muslims submitting to Him. This verse is pivotal for several reasons. It underscores the importance of focusing on commonalities rather than differences, such as the monotheistic belief that is central to Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. By inviting followers of different faiths to find common ground, it fosters an environment of respect and understanding. This approach not only promotes peaceful coexistence, but also encourages dialogue and cooperation among diverse religious communities. Furthermore, it reflects the Quran's inclusive perspective, advocating for unity and shared values over division. This message is particularly relevant in today's global context, where misunderstanding and conflict between religious groups can be mitigated through the recognition of shared beliefs and the pursuit of mutual respect. Understanding and reflecting on such verses can play a crucial role in bridging gaps between communities, highlighting the Quran's call for a harmonious and respectful interaction among the followers of different faiths. A third verse, the Surah Al-Kafirun, the Disbelievers, 109:6, offers another powerful message that resonates deeply within the context of religious tolerance and freedom of belief. This verse succinctly states, "To you your religion, and to me my religion." This declaration encapsulates the essence of respect for religious diversity and personal conviction in Islam. It acknowledges the existence of different faiths and the right of individuals to follow their own religious paths without coercion. This verse is a testament to the Quran's advocacy for peaceful coexistence and mutual respect among people of various religious backgrounds. It underscores the principle that faith is a personal journey and that each individual's choice of belief system should be respected. In a world where religious intolerance can lead to conflict and suffering, this verse serves as a reminder of the importance of embracing diversity and fostering an environment where different religions can coexist harmoniously. By affirming the right to religious freedom, it encourages Muslims to respect others' beliefs, thereby promoting a more inclusive and peaceful society. Reflecting on this verse can help bridge understanding across different faiths, emphasizing that while we may hold different beliefs, the respect for each other's right to those beliefs is fundamental. The fourth verse, Surah An-Nisa, the Women, 4:135, offers a profound ethical directive that transcends religious boundaries, emphasizing justice and integrity. The verse states, "O you who have believed, be persistently standing firm in justice, witnesses for Allah, even if it be against yourselves or parents and relatives. Whether one is rich or poor, Allah is more worthy of both. So follow not personal inclination, lest you not be just. And if you distort your testimony or refuse to give it, then indeed Allah is ever with what you do acquainted." This verse is a powerful call to uphold justice, highlighting the importance of truthfulness and fairness, regardless of personal relationships or social status. It underscores the principle that justice should be the cornerstone of a believer's actions, even if it means testifying against oneself or those close to them. This commitment to justice is not just a moral virtue, but a fundamental aspect of faith, reflecting the deep ethical teachings of the Quran that guide interpersonal conduct and societal harmony. The universal appeal of this verse lies in its insistence on impartiality and the rejection of bias, teaching that one's duty to uphold truth and justice surpasses personal interests and affiliations. It serves as a reminder that true faith manifests in actions that are just and righteous, advocating for a society where fairness prevails over favoritism and inequality. By emphasizing that Allah is the ultimate judge, aware of all actions, it encourages individuals to act with integrity and accountability. This verse's message is crucial for fostering a culture of honesty and justice, essential for the well-being and cohesion of any community, making it a valuable lesson for people of all faiths. Finally, the verse Surah Al-Asr, the declining day, which is the 103rd chapter of the Quran, is composed of a brief yet profoundly impactful verse that encapsulates the essence of human existence and the path to salvation. The entire surah reads, "By time, indeed, mankind is in loss, except for those who have believed and done righteous deeds, and advised each other to truth and advised each other to patience." This surah, though short, delivers a powerful message about the fleeting nature of time and the inherent state of loss faced by humanity, except for those who adhere to a path of faith, righteousness, mutual encouragement towards truth and patience. It emphasizes the importance of faith in God, the performance of good deeds, the value of truth, and the necessity of patience as fundamental virtues that can lead individuals out of the state of loss. The universal message of Surah Al-Asr transcends religious and cultural boundaries, offering a timeless reminder of the values that contribute to a meaningful and fulfilled life. It encourages a collective effort towards moral and ethical living, underscoring the importance of community, support, and perseverance. This surah serves as a concise but comprehensive guide to personal development and societal harmony, advocating for a life lived with purpose and in pursuit of spiritual and moral excellence. Its emphasis on mutual advice and support highlights the significance of community and the shared responsibility to encourage and uphold truth and patience among one another. This message is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced and often individualistic society, reminding us of the enduring value of solidarity, integrity, and patience in navigating the challenges of life. Now that we have done a little digging into understanding the basics of the Quran and a few of its pivotal verses, the next step for you would be to dig into a deeper understanding of the Old and New Testaments in the Bible. Our channel founder, who is a devout Christian with over a decade of leadership experience in the church, has dug into this topic with extensive research completed to create a valuable video on the topic. Millions know the Bible, and you should too. Even if it is a refresher, we promise you'll learn a few things to take away and deepen your connection with God. Thanks for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions in the comments section. Bible Short Stories signing off.